Barak Yahweh Barakatha, Yahushua Barak Yahweh Barakatha, Yahushua Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled A Mocking. Lord, will you are edified. This video was inspired by three Jakes that went to Mexico to celebrate the Day of the Dead. This video will be used for fair use purposes only.
In their Airbnb in Mexico. Let's talk about it. Candace Florence, Jordan Marshall, and Cortez Hall were found dead in a Mexico City Airbnb on October 30th. Three friends traveled to Mexico to celebrate the Day of the Dead, De los Muertos. On October 30th, Candace was speaking to her boyfriend. He told him that she was not feeling well. The call suddenly dropped. He did try to get in contact with her again, but he was unable to. He then contacted the Airbnb host to do a welfare check on these three. They were found deceased a few hours later. So it is now being reported that they all died of carbon monoxide poisoning. And for those of you who don't know what carbon monoxide poisoning is, here are the signs: dull headache, weakness, dizziness, nausea or vomiting, shortness of breath, confusion, blurred vision, loss of consciousness. This kind of poisoning can be very dangerous for people who are sleeping or intoxicated. This kind of poisoning can cause irreversible brain damage. Some people die before they even realize there's a problem. This is sad and very tragic, I feel.
And it's extremely ironic. You had these individuals that went over there to celebrate the Day of the Dead and became the dead. This is a mocking from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All right? According to Wikipedia.org, the Day of the Dead is a holiday traditionally celebrated on November 1st and 2nd, though other days, such as October 31st or November 6th, may be included depending on the locality. It is widely observed in Mexico, okay? And so-called Mexicans are from the tribe of Issachar, all right, based on the lineage of their fathers. So-called Mexicans are one of the 12 tribes, where it largely developed and is also observed in other places, especially by people of Mexican heritage. Although related to the simultaneously Christian remembrances for Hallowtide, it has a much less solemn tone and is portrayed as a holiday of joyful celebration rather than mourning. The multi-day holiday involves family and friends gathering to pay respects and to remember friends and family members who have died. Okay? Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. You shall have no other gods before me, referring to so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans based on the lineage of your fathers. Verse 5. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, and this includes your participation. All right, these idiots had no business going to Mexico to participate in this wicked festivity. And as you can see, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, he mocked them. All right, they went there to celebrate the Day of the Dead and became the dead. This is a mocking. For I, the Lord Yahweh, your power, am a jealous power. Jealous. When you investigate this in the Hebrew, it means to literally shut out. So the only two entities we must worship is Yahweh and Yahushua in that format. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the sons, Wasalakia, on the children, including man, woman, boy, and girl, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And this also proves what? Reincarnation. Jeremiah 2:13, for my people, Israelites, okay, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. And you see what happened to those three individuals that traveled all the way to Mexico to participate in the festival of the Day of the Dead. They became the dead. We have no business, okay, doing anything outside of the requirements or standard of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. The do's and the don'ts are located inside of the scriptures, being presented to you by holy prophets that has the Holy Spirit, okay? Jeremiah chapter 23 and 36. And the burden of the Lord Yahweh shall you mention no more, for every man's word shall be his burden. For you have perverted the words of the living power. And that's the point. See, we serve living powers, all right, referring to Yahweh and Yahushua. They are living, okay? However, they are in a different realm, hence the spiritual realm. Okay, these other gods, okay, our people outside of the elect worship, okay, those demons, okay, at the end of the day, you will be judged. Okay, you have our people literally that will bow down to wood and stone, idols that can't even wipe the dust off themselves, that must be carried inside of your homes, okay? Those idols are made by hands. They are not living. We serve a living power. We serve living powers of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, our power. Daniel 6 and 20. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spoke and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power, is your power, whom you serve continually, able to deliver you from the lions? Now the point is, you had this heathen, all right, that acknowledged that Yahweh is a living power. Again, O Daniel, servants of the living power, is your power, okay? See, our powers are living. Matthew chapter 22 and verse 32. I am the power of Abraham and the power of Isaac and the power of Jacob. The Most High is not the power of the dead. Okay? If you are an Israelite, you have no... Salakia, I lost my train of thought. If you are an Israelite, you have no business celebrating the Day of the Dead. Okay? Yahweh and Yahushua are living powers. The Most High is not the power of the dead, but of the living. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 3. This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, also the mind of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart or mind while they live. And after that they go to the dead. Verse 4. For to him that is joined to all the living there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. Okay, now, if we are comparing the statuses, okay, amongst a lion and a dog, a lion is the king of the jungle. A lion is greater in status. However, in this case, if the lion is dead, then the dog is better. Why? Because the dog has life. Okay? See, we have life via the Holy Spirit. We have become animated via the Holy Spirit. Okay? We must serve Yahweh and Yahushua only if you are an Israelite. Lord, will you were edified. Hey, a Maki going into the Day of the Dead. And we have 3 individuals, okay, that went over there to participate in that festival and became the dead. Shalom.